Hi, it's Kari Mathews of Prairie Quilting. Today we're in the middle of our Land That I Love Block of the Month quilt along. Today we're doing the second star. Okay, the pattern's available through my website, prairiequilting.com, and I went scrappy. So the fabrics I used, they're all Benertex, and I used Liberty Whites, that's our whites, and Celebrate the USA by Canvas Studio. So that's our fireworks and our star prints. We have Red, White, and Sweet by Nicole DeCamp. And we've got the pretty ginghams and the plaid, and then another star print here. And Cheryl Haynes has American Valor, and that is a pretty red tonal that's stars as well. So gather your fabrics, but first, before we get started, we are going to work on our question of the day. Okay, so how do you decorate for the 4th of July? So I think our biggest thing here is we put our flag out, and inside I, have my patriotic quilts kind of, out sometimes, but I don't do a whole lot inside for 4th of July. So the biggest thing we do is put the flag out. What do you do? I'd love to hear your answer in the comments, and either here or put it with your block. Post it on Instagram at hashtag #LandThatILoveQAL. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, for star 2, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut these templates out. You'll need 4 of each of the template and the reverse. Okay, so we'll trace the template and we'll line it up here, and then we'll just move it along, okay, straight edge along the straight edge, and we're going to nest those until we get 4 of each. And when you cut them with the wrong sides together, you will get the template and the reverse, okay? So the other side, there'll be the reverse. Okay, and for the white, for star number 2, okay, we're gonna go ahead and we've got our strip again. We're gonna line up the edge here with the edge of the fabric and trace around it. And then I like to just nest those templates, and for as many as you need 4 of these, okay? Okay, for star 2, we are gonna go ahead and work on the points of the star first. So we have our templates here that we've already cut. And when we cut these templates out, I cut them wrong sides together. And so I got the template and the reverse at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna put the one off to the side and we'll just start lining these up. Okay, and these have the engineered corners to make it easy to match up. So we'll just go ahead and do this with all of these. All right, let's go ahead and sew. Okay, so for pressing, I'm going to just press toward that blue. Okay, so toward the point. Okay, so we're going to put the other template on now. So we'll go ahead and just match up those engineered corners. Okay. This is a great patriotic, it's for a quilt of Valor, or even just a picnic quilt for summertime, or to just have as a throw around your home. And to celebrate our 250th birthday. All right, let's sew. Okay, and we're gonna press toward the blue again. Okay, there we go. All right, next we just get to make a cute little 9 pouch. So let's go ahead and put those together. Just a real nice, easy bit of sewing. right, and we're gonna press toward the red for both of these. I press toward the dark unless it makes more sense to do opposite for construction sake. Okay, so now we have our rose. Let's go ahead and put a pin in that and sew that. All right, and it's the same both ways, so it doesn't matter which way you press. All right, so we have our 4 points, the star point blocks, and our 4 patch. So let's go ahead and make our fancy 9 patch. All right, so let's go ahead and just make this fancy 9 patch here. We'll line up our blocks, okay. I'm gonna do the top and the bottom, and then I'm gonna put a pin in this one. Okay, so let's connect up our last block with the row. Okay, and do you see this, the bottom block here is slightly larger than this, the white block. So I'm gonna put the white block on the top and sew from the bottom, okay? I find if I put the one that's a little bit larger on the bottom, the fabric will ease in. Okay, and the center one, I'm gonna put a pin in again in the center. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and press away from the point block units there, okay? And for the center as well, so that means we'll go toward the center. And then away for the top and the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect up our rows now, and we're gonna nest our seams. And you can feel those when they nest. Okay, and then we'll put one in the center here. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of try to center this a little bit. See how it's, the piece block is a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna just kind of center that. Okay, let's add the last row here. Get my, where the blocks intersect, okay, and then I'm gonna just kind of peel that back, and that's centered pretty good, so let's go ahead and sew. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and go toward the center of the block. And there's our second star. All right, we finished our second star here. So I hope you had fun, and I'd love to see your block. Please post your block and the answer to our question this week: how do you decorate for the 4th of July? In Instagram, hashtag #LandThatILoveQAL, or here in the comments. All right, we'll see you next time. Take care.